Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was also the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the last presidential election in Nigeria, has posed a question that is looking for an answer when he asks, how could Nigeria borrow $3.3 billion as a loan to pay back $12 billion? And to make matters worse, why was a shell company formed for this purpose in the name of SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle? The same thing that was at the root of even the accusation that the APC administration leveled against Atiku Abubakar. That is what we're talking about in this video. Welcome. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to tell Nigerians what has happened to the $3.3 billion emergency crude repayment loan secured by the federal government of Nigeria last year through the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, purportedly to stabilize the foreign exchange market. Atiku, in a statement, said it was curious that the federal government of Nigeria continues to keep more about it, noting that the only information on the mega deal is coming from unofficial NNPC sources. The former vice president, however, posed some questions like this. First of all, he asked, has the federal government assessed the loan? Is the loan in the government's borrowing plan as approved by the National Assembly? Who are the parties to the loan? And what specific roles are they expected to play? He also asks, what are the conditions to the loan, including the tenure, repayment terms, the collateral, and the interest rate? And lastly, why register an SPV in the Bahamas, knowing the recent scandal of the country's notoriety for warehousing unclean assets? Atiku Abubakar recalled that the Tinubu-led federal government, precisely on August 16, 2023, through the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, secured a $3.3 billion emergency crude repayment loan, which according to the NNPC was to help support the Naira and stabilize the foreign exchange market. He, however, said that the curious thing about this transaction is that up till now, the federal government continues to keep more about it, and the only information available to the public on this mega deal is coming only through unofficial sources from the NNPC. The former vice president, who said that the deal is supposed to be a crude for cash loan arranged by the African Export-Import Bank, added that according to information available to him, a special purpose vehicle called Project Gazelle, Project Gazelle Funding Limited, is driving the deal, and it was incorporated in the Bahamas. Atiku continued in his quote. In this quote, he said, the SPV is the borrower, while the NNPC is the sponsor, with an agreement to pay with crude oil to the SPV in order to liquidate the loan at an interest rate that is a little over 12%. Continuing article asks, what is even more confounding about this deal is why the federal government would register a company in the Bahamas, knowing fully well the recent scandal of the Paradise Papers that involved that country. Curiously also, Nigeria's current barrels produced daily is 1.38 million barrels per day, and according to the Project Gazelle deal, Nigeria is to supply 90,000 barrels of its daily production starting from 2024 till it is up to 164.25 million barrels for the repayment of the loan. Continuing, the article noted, now this is where the detail gets disturbing, because Nigeria's benchmark for the sale of crude oil in 2024 is $77.96. A simple multiplication of that figure by 164.25 million will give you a whopping $12 billion. Article continued. He said, it is on this note, we are calling on the federal government to speak up on the shady deal. He added that it is inconceivable that the federal government will lead the country to take a loan of $3.3 billion with an interest rate that is not more than 12%, but with estimated repayment amount of $12 billion. Continue, article said, that is a humongous differential of about 7 billion between what is in the details of the deal on paper and what indeed is the reality. There were questions to be answered on the integrity of this deal, and we earnestly request the federal government to talk directly on those cloudy details behind the deal, Atiku said. Now, Atiku has raised a very important question. How does a nation walk into a debt trap, a situation where you will borrow 3.3 billion and you pay back $12 billion? Does that make economic sense? And we are being told that the person managing our economy is an accountant who understands how the economy works. Does that make any sense? And to make matters worse, why do they have to establish a SPV, special purpose vehicle? Special purpose vehicle has been notorious for money laundering in Nigeria. You can ask the APC. They also level allegation against Obasanjo, level allegation against Atiku Abubakar over special purpose vehicle. Now, Atiku was looking for answers, and instead of Tinubu administration to talk directly and explain how this thing is going, how this kind of loan had been taken, and the dire impression that it's going to have on our finances going forward in future. What they sent was a statement. There was a statement by a special assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one Olusegun Dada. He's a special assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on new media. You would have expected that this answer that Atiku was looking for could be better explained by the Ministry of Finance by those who engineer the loan, and not a side kick like a special assistant who know barely nothing about the economic indices that Atiku Abubakar is talking about. So that was why he wanted to insult Atiku Abubakar, literally. He was saying that Atiku Abubakar is coming late to the game. You know, that's how they do it in their usual propaganda. When they don't want to tell you the answers, they start by insolence. Of course, Nigerians have been buying into that insolence. That's why they've been getting away with it. Now, Olusegun Dada, the special assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, accused Atiku Abubakar of fumbling on the numbers on the 3.3 billion emergency loan deal, but admitted that a special purpose vehicle was created, which was a very important thing. He admitted that a special purpose vehicle was created. Now, a special purpose vehicle, as I told you earlier on, is a symptom, has become a symptom of corruption in Nigeria. Anytime you hear it, anytime a government of Nigeria is involved in creating special purpose vehicle in Bahamas or any of these islands that has notoriety for money laundering, it is an indication that things need to be investigated. And Atiku is right. There is a need for investigation. And will the National Assembly even bother about this when they are a rubber stamp? Now, as I said earlier on, remember that the All Progressive Congress, at the run-up to the election of the 2023 general election, accused Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of corruption using the special purpose vehicle, following a leaked audio where the former vice president allegedly admitted that the administration he was a key part of created an SPV to generate money for the funding of the ruling party, the then ruling party, the PDP. We have always said it. We have never shied away from saying the fact that PDP was part of the corrupt regimes that this country had had. And the APC, the corruption in the APC is only building on the foundation of corruption that the PDP had laid in this country. And Nigeria had an opportunity to change it in 2023. And indeed, Nigerians changed it, but for the rigging of that election. Nigerians changed it. Nigerians wanted a change. It was a fact that no reasonable person can dispute. Now also remember that Festus Keyamo, when he was the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, went to court to compel the security agencies to investigate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar for allegedly admitting of the establishment of a special purpose vehicle. Of course, when that matter was thrown out by the High Court, Festus Keyamo, who is now the Minister of Aviation, rushed to the appeal court. So APC obviously is aware that SPV is something that leads to corruption. But they want us to believe that because this SPV was done by the APC government and not the PDP government, it is now a clean process. It will be difficult to say that idea to Nigerians. Like I said, SPV has a history of link to money laundering in Nigeria. And the Tinubu administration, they have to explain how that happened. Like they used to say in local parlance, for Tinubu administration to extricate itself from accusation of corruption on this SPV, they have to explain, like they talk in local parlance, they have to explain tire before Nigerians will agree with them that their own SPV is clean, while that of Atiku Abubakar they were accusing in the past was dirty. Now, that is a red flag that need to be investigated. How do you go to Bahamas and create a shell company when we have seen from the all kinds of Panama papers and all kinds of papers that these have always been how governments around the world launder money? So they have to explain, and they have to explain it to be able to convince Nigerians that what Atiku is suspecting is not true. It will take a long time for them to convince Nigerians that this present SPV they created for the 3.3 billion loan they collected to stabilize the Naira, to make Naira strong, is not linked to money laundering. Nigerians are waiting. They do not buy into this media, social media aid of Atiku Abubakar, of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They would like to listen to the Minister of Finance. They would like to listen to the Central Bank of Nigeria. They would like to listen to the MD of NNPC, and of course, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. He has to explain the rationale behind borrowing 3.3 billion to stabilize the Naira and paying back 12 billion to liquidate the debt. That is something they have to explain tire. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.